Question about the 91. So it says write the number that is 10 less. So if I had 91, so you go back 10. So how much would that be? 91? What comes before 9? 8. So then, what would you put? 7. So then, and if it's 91, the 9 would turn into an 8. So then what would be left? 1. Yep. And there's your answer.
Is it, do I put 72?
If that's a 7, and we're going backwards, then that wouldn't be a 7. What comes before a 7?
6.
So what would that be? And then that turns into a 6, then what would be left? 3? Mm-hmm.
I think this should be a heading because it's kind of got a different color on the top part, but it kind of looks like these things on mostly every page, and on barely any pages there's some of those. So don't you think it might be these kind? Probably not those. Okay. So let's find the next heading. Sean, what do you think the next heading is? Can you read that heading? How do Arctic animals survive? Everybody agree that that's a heading?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's a heading. Okay, now no. Wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah, wait.
On page 3, so let's have the discussion.
I think the heading's on page 3 because it tells where the Arctic is and how animals and people survive.
I disagree because most headings have to have bolded words, and I don't think that any of these letters have bolded. I don't think any of these words are bolded words. And the page does tell you about where they are, but I don't think this has a heading.
Are frozen.
How is a frozen sea in Antarctica like the seas in the Arctic?
It looks like a person.
They're both very cold. So if I can compare them, I would probably say they're both cold. So they would probably both have lots and lots of oceans, lots and lots of parts of the ocean that has ice on it.
Let's all turn to page 4.
I think that sand looks like giant fudge.
Are you hungry, Andrew?
Yeah, it actually does look like giant fudge.
Well, if you look at the title, the heading of the book, it's called The Cold, Dark, Windy Place. So,
Yeah, I see a person down there.
Yeah, it does look like a person right there.
It is a person.
What's that back there?
I don't know what that is.
What?
Like a cave.
Yeah.
It looks like because I kind of see a darker part that makes like something that it looks like you could go around there and you could go inside that.
Yeah.
Because it looks like there's a door right there.
okay, guys, if you could turn the page, let's look at the next photo. The next title is A Melting Place. If it's the coldest place on Earth, how can it be a melting place?
I've seen on a movie, it's really melty.
Even though it's usually very cold, they do sometimes have very warm days, so the ice would start melting.
How are you gonna live if everything melts?
Because in this spring, the sun pops out for a little bit in the day, other than in like the winter, there's barely any daylight.
I kind of wonder how they get seasons, because lots and lots of people say that it's always cold there, but sometimes I think that they do have seasons because the ice does melt.
Yeah, they're basically standing on water,
I wonder
so
if
it's
it's
like
like dangerous for the animals.
That's some good discussion. Let's turn to the next page. A summer place. Does that look like summer here in Rylander?
No, one photo does. If those penguins were people, then it would.
Yeah, that's like dozens of penguins.
I could say that's like
And they might be getting up for
I wonder how the animals get used to the warm when it is warm, because they're really used to being in the cold.
Good question.
I wonder where the emperor pig is.
The emperor penguin?
Yeah.
I can find out about it. Go ahead, Andrew.
How there's so many animals.
There's quite a few animals, isn't there? Let's turn the page. The next heading is called Eating Krill.
That looks weird.
I wonder what krill is.
I do. I wonder what krill is. Can anybody maybe figure out what krill is using the photos?
I'm pretty sure it's that thing right there.
Krill kind of looks like very skinny.
No,
Yeah, it kind of looks like
it's
shrimp.
eating. This
Looks
is
like
the
a-
krill. I think this is the krill.
Not
here.
I think these are the
Whoa,
krill.
no, that
I'm
looks like a
I
seal.
think these are both krill because they do look a lot alike. They're just
thought
in
this was
different
the krill.
types of water, and
here.
that one only
Oh,
has
that
one.
looks weird.
Remember on
Yeah, I've
Wales,
seen
we
that.
researched that.
Mhm.
When we saw krill. Remember? On the whales?
Yeah, it looks like.
I actually wonder
We both had it.
how, if somebody's ever seen them, or if penguins sometimes don't. If they want to eat, they don't eat fish. Sometimes maybe
They eat krill.
they eat krill.
I don't know.
They look like
That was a good discussion. Okay, the next one is called Penguins and Their Chicks.
they look kind of funny.
I kind of wonder how the eggs hatch when it's so cold there. How would they hatch?
What season do you guys think that they would hatch?
Summer?
Why would you think that, Truman?
Because it's the season that they have that's the warmest.
That makes.
I wonder why the penguins are so fat.
What do you know about the animals in the Arctic? Why do they have to be fat?
So
they can stay warm.
So that could be.
I think they're hatching.
I kind of wonder what the life cycle is of a penguin.
That looks like
'Cause I've-
googly eyes. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah.
Or a baby penguin, like how they hatch from an egg.
I wonder what these penguins are doing right there.
Yeah, it looks like they're standing looking at the
It's a good question.
I wonder how fish are still alive. So I wonder how the penguins find fish, because usually here we don't. The fish are all like under the ice, and we can't get
You have to
them.
drill holes in the ice.
Yeah, and
Using that thought, how do you think that could compare to a polar bear? Like what we learned about the polar bear and how they fish. How do you think a penguin fishes?
I think the penguin.
Go ahead, Peyton.
It like jumps into the water and then gets its prey and then gets back out of the water to eat it.
I wonder if sometimes they share, or if they get more than one fish
I think
at a time.
like a dozen of penguins like that much goes in the water and hunt for penguins like the polar bears do. If the penguins do.
What I wonder is why is if all the penguins travel in one group, or there's different groups of penguins.
I kind of wonder what the penguins do instead of just standing around. I wonder if they do stuff.
It's a good question. The next page continues with the topic, penguins and their chicks. And you're going to learn more about how they feed their baby chicks and how the baby chicks grow.
I wonder what this this one baby penguin is doing.
It's probably jumping over on the other
Might be
side.
looking
So
for
maybe,
fish.
so maybe this page would answer my question about the penguin life cycle.
Maybe. And then if we turn the page,
I think
sorry,
they like look for their fish and then jump in to get their fish and then get back out.
what were they going to need to do that? They're going to need really good what? Eyesight. On page 16, you're going to learn about the birds on the coast. So there's more than just penguins in Antarctica.
That looks like a giant.
It looks
mole.
like a mole.
It looks like a big furry blob with a head sticking out.
I think that is a bird and its nest.
Do you think so? We'll have to find out. And then if you turn the page, another type of animal that lives in Antarctica is seals and their pups.
Whoa. It's not they don't want though.
What's making you laugh on this page? The seal's tongue?
It's like this guy is going to sleep.
Yeah, look at that.
He's yawning and he's
I
like,
wonder
"Oh."
what play.
Okay, let's listen to Kinsey. Let's listen to
I
Kinsey.
wonder how the seals don't get cold in the water, or if they do get cold.
Does anyone remember from when they learned about the Arctic what seals would have?
Blubber?
Blubber. Yep. To keep them nice and fat. Okay. Then, if you go to the next page, you learn about a whale visit.
Yeah, that's it. Like it looks like
I wonder if
on the left.
I wonder if like a penguin goes into the water and if a whale's by, I wonder if the whale would want to eat the penguin.
What do you think?
Probably.
That's
probably.
a big whale. Whatever it is. Oh, it's real big.
Go ahead, Truman. Did you have us?
I wonder if a dolphin is a kind of whale.
I wonder. I don't know. Are you looking at the photo?
I wonder if
Yeah, thank
I
you.
wonder
Looking
if
at the
different
photo.
kinds of whales.
A killer whale.
I wonder if different kinds of whales live there, and not just one kind.
Good question. Then the conclusion, the summary. It's going to bring it all together for us. So is this a book you think you'd be interested in reading?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like to take it home today?
Yes.